Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via video conference can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's agendas and meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments for the public record to the town website. If you are attending via Zoom and you wish to speak during this meeting, then please click the raise hand icon. As a reminder to all participants, agents, and members of the public who wish to speak at the meeting, please state your name and Hamilton residence for the record. Thank you. I would invite everyone to rise for the salute to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What is your pleasure on the minutes of June 12th, 2024?
Move to accept.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearings, A019131, Lynn Crew Revocable Trust. And the applicant wishes to adjourn to September 11th, 2024. Is there anyone, there's no one in the public here, is there anyone on Zoom with their hand raised?
Motion to adjourn to September 11th, 2024. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A022056, Alexandra C. Fraden and others. The application is withdrawn.
Yeah, there's a resolution to accept that, for sure.
So,
Are there any open violations or
No.
anything we have to get?
No, nothing. No, it's-
so let's.
Should be right after that advisory report, the first resolution.
There we go.
There you go.
So there is a resolution before you for the withdrawal of this permit application. Any discussion?
Motion to accept the withdrawal without prejudice.
Second?
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby accepts the withdrawal without prejudice of wetland permit application number A022056. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? CB 22013, MIR Noyak Realty, and this is being asked to adjourn to July 24th, is 2024. Is there anyone in the Zoom with their hand raised?
Motion to adjourn to July 24th, 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Advisory reports for the ZBA 142C Newtown LLC.
Good evening, I'm Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. This is a referral from the Zoning Board of Appeals for a large tract of land that fronts on Great Peconic Bay in Hampton Bays. The applicant is seeking dimensional relief for a planned new residence. There are just two recommended brief comments. First is that the proposed two-story dwelling is located greater than 50 feet landwater surface waters along a sector of the Great Peconic Bay that is substantially bulkheaded. Accordingly, the residential activities for which dimensional setback relief is being sought are exempted from the town's wetland regulations pursuant to section 325-4B9. And second, on December 21st, 2022, the Conservation Board had granted a conditional approval in order to authorize various bluff restoration and site remedial actions, wherein certain demolition and rebuilding activities, inclusive of the planned house, were also described. Notwithstanding this decision, the latter actions, which are the subject of the pending variance application, are not regulated pursuant to Chapter 325.
Motion to send these comments to the zoning board?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. We did the resolution to withdraw application, resolution of conditional approval, A023041, Jennifer Standing, and this is postponed to July 10th, 2024.
Motion to postpone to July 10th.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024005, Andrew E. Fitter. Any
Motion,
discussion?
motion to approve.
Second?
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Andrew E. Fetter for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024015, Steve Ryder and Dawn Ryder. Any discussion?
Move to issue?
Second.
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Steve Ryder and Dawn Ryder for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024036, Jean Marie Cooper. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Jean Marie Cooper for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Preliminary review of secret determination, A022082, Erlinda Bildner. This is postponed to July 10th.
Motion to postpone to July 10th, 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A023022, Guillaume Sibadier. Any dis-
This keeps coming up for postponement. Why isn't it ready? It's been on
They're,
postponement several times.
Both of
But that one
the
in Buildner too.
prior applicants have requested postponements because they're still in the process of considering modifications to the project plans that were filed with the board.
So they've asked to be postponed to July 10th, 2024.
Motion to postpone to July 10th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024010, Richard S.A. and Constance S.A.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property that's adjacent to extensive tidal wetlands in North Sea. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated June 20, 2024. The application has been made in order to gain this board's approval and a wetland permit to construct a residential dormer. Also to construct a non-heated screen porch top an existing elevated rear deck. There is a drainage plan. And upon inspecting the property several times, I found that the flood vents in the basement wall were not compliant, so they're going to be retrofitted or replaced as well. As indicated by the advisory report, this property has some history in that the board had issued a wetland permit to allow for construction of the rear deck upon which the screen porch would be built. The wetland boundaries have significantly advanced since that prior decision. Accordingly, the existing covenanted buffer needs to be expanded and reconfigured. I forwarded a recommended sketch to the applicant. I also advised them that because of the shallow groundwater, that they need to utilize alternate drainage rather than go with conventional prefab concrete ring dry wells. There are some minor encroachments on the adjacent property behind an existing frame shed. That frame shed predates the wetland law, so it otherwise poses no issues. The applicant has indicated that they're amenable to all of the recommended mitigation. As such, the public hearing requirement can be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 02401820 Bayard Condo LLC.
This application relates to an existing residence that fronts on Little Fresh Pond in the hamlet of North Sea. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated June 24th, 2024. The construction of the dwelling predates the wetland law and is located within close proximity to the shoreline and vegetated freshwater wetlands along Fresh Pond. This application was made as a consequence of a notice of violation and stop work order. We had observed that the applicant was building a concrete patio on the waterside of the one-story dwelling beneath an elevated wood deck without permits. Formerly, there had been a small rear entry wood plat in that area, as well as slate and grass path. The applicant was also in the process of working on an outdoor shower. They filed the application, and I recommended that the concrete patio be removed. It's also bordered by stacked concrete block retaining walls. I asked that they be taken out as well, and that the concrete patio be replaced with a pervious stone patio within the same footprint, and they have decided to remove the plumbing for the outdoor shower. There is a sketch that I forwarded to the applicant showing a recommended covenanted naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer that would take in all land on the water side of the concrete patio and wrap around the west side of the house. The property is very naturalized. So I've asked that if they do any landscaping on the property, that be accomplished using native plants. I've also asked that non-native ornamental junipers and an autumn olive that abuts pre-existing wood tie retaining wall be removed, and that the wood tie wall be allowed to deteriorate and decay naturally and not be replaced. The applicant has agreed to all the recommended mitigation, and in response to communications received today, I sent them a list of native plants for use in developing a plan for enhancement of the existing property. This is an application for which we have sufficient information to make a determination. As such, recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? wetland permit modification, CB 22001, Megan Berowaskas.
This wetland permit modification application has been filed in order to make some changes to a recently renovated and expanded residence that was permitted by this board. As indicated by the resolution, there is some history in that years ago. The board had approved the building of an elevated, irregular configured deck at the rear of the house, conditioned upon establishment of a restored buffer along the waterfront and creation of a covenanted wetland preservation area. That buffer was reclaimed, and we issued a certificate of wetland compliance for that permit. The applicant then came back to this board in order to get the requisite approvals in order to renovate and expand the home, to upgrade the sanitary system to an IAOWTS, and to make various changes in terms of utilities and driveway on the property. The applicants decided that they would like to replace the rear elevated deck that was permitted by this board with a much better configured deck that would run most of the length of the water side of the residence. This new deck would be significantly further landward of the on-site wetlands. So I saw it appropriate to lessen the previously required mitigation in terms of the extent of the buffer, and to work with them in a design that allows for better use and management of the property. So the modified permit which is being sought is to demolish and reconstruct the existing elevated deck and stairs with the new deck at a significantly greater setback from wetlands, and also to reconfigure and complete restoration of the buffer on the water side of the premises. Based on the revised construction mitigation plans that have been worked out with the landowners, I see no potential for new or significant adverse wetland impacts. An amended covenant will be filed describing the reconfigured buffer. So this is a resolution to approve the requested permit modifications. The deck reconstruction is the last part of the home renovations. So they're looking to complete that prior to the expiration of the wetland permit in August. So I recommend that this resolution be approved.
Motion to issue modification.
Second.
Resolved that a wetland permit modification be issued to Megan Berowaskas for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth herein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
It's nice to get done early, but now I gotta sit back. I might get home by 9.
Well, you can stay here till 9 if you want.
Okay. All right, you take it on yours. You know, it's my job, you know, I'm down the end.
Wait a minute, have I seen it?
Still traffic.
I always put you on top, though.